A telecom service provider stores its critical customer data on Amazon S3. Which of the following options can be used to control access to data stored on Amazon S3? A, IAM database authentication bucket policies. How do I hide this again? Do. Oh God, kill me now. All right. B, permissions, boundaries, identity, and access management policies. C, query string authentication, access control lists. D, query string authentication, permissions boundaries, and E, bucket policies, IAM policies. And the answer is, okay, C, query string authentication, access control lists, bucket policy, and E, bucket policies, IAM policies. Customers may use 4 mechanisms for controlling access to Amazon S3 resources: IAM policies, bucket policies, access control lists, and query string authentication. Okay, good times. The development team at a media company is working on securing their databases. Which of the following AWS database engines can be configured with IAM database authentication? Okay, Oracle Server, MySQL, DB2, PostgreSQL. MySQL and PostgreSQL. All right, so that's it. A healthcare mobile app uses proprietary machine learning algorithms to provide early diagnosis using patient health metrics. To protect the sensitive data, the development team wants to transition to a scalable user management system with login sign-up functionality that also supports multi-factor authentication. Which of the following options can be used to implement a solution with the least amount of development effort? Select 2. A, use Amazon SNS to send MFA code via SMS to mobile app users. B, use Amazon Cognito to enable MFA when users log in. C, use Lambda functions in DynamoDB to create a customer solution for user management. D, use Amazon Cognito for user management and facilitating the login sign-up process. And the last is use Lambda functions and RDS to create a custom solution for user management. Answer is, okay, B, use Amazon Cognito to enable MFA when users log in, okay. D, use Amazon Cognito for user management and facilitating the login sign-up process. All right. A company would like to migrate the existing application code from a GitHub repository to AWS code commit. As an AWS certified developer associate, which of the following would you recommend for migrating the clone repository to code commit over HTTPS? A, use IAM multi-factor authentication. B, use authentication offered by GitHub Secure Tokens. C, use IAM user secret access keys and access key ID. D, use Git credentials generated from IAM. Yeah. Okay, D, use Git credentials generated from IAM. Yeah. A developer is configuring an application load balancer to direct traffic to the application's EC2 instances and Lambda functions. Which of the following characteristics of the ALB can be identified as correct? Select 2. You can't specify publicly routable IP addresses to an ALB. B, if you specify targets using an instance ID, traffic is routed to instances using any private IP address from one or more network interfaces. C, an ALB has three possible target types: host name, IP, lambda. D, if you specify targets using IP addresses, traffic is routed to instances using the primary private IP address. E, an ALB has three possible target types: instance, IP, and lambda. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got it. Well, I can say that I have one answer. Yeah. You can't specify publicly routable IP addresses to an ALB. Yes, that's when an application load balance routes traffic it typically uses, yeah. All right. Okay, an e-commerce company has developed an API that is hosted on Amazon ECS. Variable traffic spikes on the application are causing order processing to take too long. The application processes orders using Amazon SQS queues. The approximate number of messages visible metric spikes at very high values throughout the day, which triggers the CloudWatch alarm. Other ECS metrics for the API containers are well within limits. As a developer associate, which of the following will you recommend for improving performance while keeping costs low? A, use backlog per instance metric with target tracking scaling policy. B, use ECS step scaling policy. C, use Docker Swarm. D, use ECS service something. Use backlog per instance metric with target tracking scaling policy. Okay, stop sharing. Stop